Are you bored with what you've been doing in the gym? Maybe you've been going and doing the same thing over and over and over again for a period of time, and you're like, I need to switch things up, but I don't know how. Here are 5 tips to help you switch things up in the gym to help you have a little bit more fun again, get you back motivated, and get you reaching your goals. One thing that you can try is to make small changes in the exercise. So take a deadlift, for example. Maybe you're doing deadlifts for a while, you've been doing barbell deadlifts. What about using a trap bar? What about doing a sumo deadlift, RDL, etc.? All of these different ways and different variations of doing a deadlift can still help you target that same muscle group, but can switch things up a little bit so you feel like you're doing something a little bit different. You can also change up the tempo, the rep scheme, the weight, all of that stuff. So maybe you're jumping up in weight and lowering the reps, or dropping the weight and increasing the reps. You can also switch up the position that you're doing an exercise in. So I've done overhead presses, just standing regular overhead presses. You can do those sitting. You can do those in a couch quad stretch. You can switch up the position, maybe doing it in a tall kneeling position. All switches things up and honestly can make you feel like you're doing a completely different exercise when you're really just doing the same thing. And so you're still getting the benefit of doing that same exercise, but your brain finds it more interesting. So you can use that exercise to reach your goals as you want, but then you feel a little bit more passionate about it while you're doing it. Depending on your goals, you can definitely take a break, switch things up. You can try a different type of training. You can dance, you can run, you can do martial arts. I would say jiu-jitsu. Ha! I actually said it. I can never say that word. I don't know why. But you could go from like bodybuilding style training to kettlebell to more animal flow. You can do all these different types of training and get some benefit out of it. And you might find something that you like and that you want to continue doing or want to pull something into your normal training. Setting a new performance-based goal can also be another strategy. So maybe you want to get a specific skill. Maybe you want to get a certain weight on an exercise. So maybe like squat a certain amount, bench a certain amount, deadlift a certain amount. All of these things can be used to focus your training and give you something to work towards. So you can design your workout based on that goal now, and you have something that you're working toward, and you can see the slow progress along the way. Just make sure you are also setting a time frame for it and have a strategy in place. For example, like if you want to get a pistol squat, a pull-up, a muscle up, something like that, or maybe even a handstand, having a plan according to that and having a time frame that you potentially want to reach that goal by, or at least make a certain amount of progress by, can be really helpful. And if you do want some guidance on those skills, I do have programs linked down below for you. You can also switch up the location of your training. So maybe trying a different gym can switch up your environment and make things a little bit more interesting. Maybe taking a workout outside. All of these things can be super interesting and make you be a little bit more creative in your workout. So maybe you have to modify something for the equipment that's available, for example, or maybe try a different variation of something, or maybe come up with a workout that's completely body weight because you're doing it outside and you're at a park and you're like, I have a pull-up bar and a bench, but you can create a really good workout with just those things, and it's really fun to just be a little bit more creative with it. You can also get a different perspective of your training. So whether it's working out with someone, whether it's a friend, maybe following some people with a whole different approach can just create a little bit more intrigue about a different way of moving. Maybe it's hiring a coach or going and taking a group class. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to a podcast. All of these things can just give you a different tool and a different perspective on how you're moving and can make you think about it in a different way. And it can be very fascinating because there's so many different ways of moving. Let me know which strategies you like to use when your workouts get a little bit stale below, or let me know which tip you're looking forward to trying. But if you are looking for a new workout to try, go ahead and check out this playlist here. I will go ahead and link all the follow along workouts that I have on YouTube right now because we want to have fun, because that's always nice. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. All right, or which